world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical. Welcome back, everybody. This is Critical, bringing you some more knowledge from Astroneer. I am standing in front of Space Pinto 2.0. Now, my original design on this used a standard seat. Now, the devs in their wisdom have decided that you can no longer do that. I tried to make this video once already, and I tried to use the seat, and there was some hilarity that ensued. I will include a couple outtakes from that disastrous video. Unfortunately, the audio recording didn't come out perfectly, but I will include some snippets at the end for you. Why do I call this a Space Pinto? Well, what I've done is I've taken the shuttle and I've put a large storage unit on top. This allows me to have a seat, in this case a habitat, which still works as a seat for a shuttle, some sort of power generation, either wind, solar, or sometimes I take a battery with me. 2 storage units, one of them fully full of compound, another one almost completely full of resin with 2 things of aluminum on it. I've got my gas tank completely filled up with hydrazine, and then I'm using this hydrazine point to actually store some more components. And when I look at my Astroneer's backpack, I've got my normal solar panels that I keep in my Astroneer all the time. I have 2 wind generators for power generation on the new planet in case there's not a lot of sun available. I've got some more aluminum, and that will be used for building on the new planet. I have some more compound. I have a piece of coal. Now that coal is going to be used for trading when I get to the new planet in case I need something I didn't bring with me. Now, a lot of people might not know this, but if you set your backpack's crafting menu to utilize a compound that's in your backpack, you can use the printer built into your backpack as a compound storage location. You can put aluminum in there, anything that can be printed or created with your backpack, you can use that item as a storage. So it gives me 1 extra compound to bring with me. And then now, when I've done the seat before, I liked it. There was a reason I would usually take this seat and use it as the seat on any vehicle I build on the next planet. But the habitat makes a good seat, and it also provides 2 extra storage locations. We are about to leave the planet for the first time. Now, I did have to take this shuttle up into the air and land it again because it fell over on me. Once we get up there, we're going to find a planet. We're going to land on it together, and I'm going to show you how I set up a forward operating base on different planets. Here we go. Nice to be back out in space again. Now, if you haven't done this before, once you're up into space, all these blue circles are landing points for the planet that you're at currently. Anytime you go to another planet, if there's a spot you can land on, it'll have one of these blue circles. Now, I want you to notice that the planet that we're rotating around doesn't have any clouds. The clouds and the land itself don't generate those details unless you explored them. Now, as you see coming from the South Pole, coming around toward us right now, that's the entire area that I have explored on this world. Anywhere you see clouds, I've been to. All right, so it's a great way of knowing where you've been to when you haven't been to on a planet. Now, that's where I originally landed on that world, and that's the second vehicle bay that I created. So, to get to other planets, you have to hit the blast off button again, and then you get an aerial view of the solar system around you. Now, you can't just jump to any planet that you want to. These planets are moving in an orbit around the sun. We can't call it the sun, around the star. And you can only travel to a planet which is within that white circle. And you literally have to sit here and wait for a planet that you want to go to come into the circle before you can travel to it. Now, you can planet hop. you can go to the moon, let's say, and use it to give you a little bit more reach. Now, that tundra planet's about to come in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away, and I'm going to wait for that planet to come into the sphere, and I'll bring you back once we get on our way. Okay, welcome back, everybody. The tundra planet is just breaking the orbit that we can reach, and in just a second, I can click on it. Now, you don't want to hesitate. If a planet that you want to go to gets into that sphere, if you don't click on it quick enough, you can leave this area and you'll have to wait again or planet hop. So once you've reached the new planet, you can once again click and pick where you want to land on. Right here. That's where we're going to settle as our new home. I haven't found a way to identify those flat spots, those really prime building locations, but since I have a habitat with me, I can just take the habitat and put it wherever I want. Ooh, I've got a cave right to the side. Now, there are some things down there that are kill me, but it is useful to have a cave that close. I think we'll go ahead and use this location. I'm going to hop out. I happen to have a habitat with me because I can't use a seat, but I would normally just use the shuttle itself as the building platform to start a new colony. But since I was forced to bring a habitat with me, I can do that. Now here's the problem with this. If I put this habitat down, I cannot take off from this planet again. Now, if I'm not planning on ever going back to my other planet, or I'm going to stay here until I can build another habitat, that's fine. I'm not going to take that chance. I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm not going to do that. So, we're going to go ahead and use the shuttle to start building our new base. So I'm going to put one resin in. The only problem with maximizing my space is I find that I have no space to hold the stuff I need. But actually I can take care of that. 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and put down the wind vanes, and oh sweet, I'll be generating power right away. That's actually a good indication. I've got a good location. I've got power generation, so that's nice. Shift click some resin into my backpack. Sweet. Now, like I normally do on the starter world, I always want to bring out the expansion pods at least twice. And especially with the fact that we've got a cave, I'm not going to come out a third time. Now, I could, but right now I'm just going to come out twice. And I'm going to bring this pod out here. I'm going to go grab some more resin real quick. I'm going to bring that pod down to the ground so it's a little easier to get to. Drop off some of the stuff I don't need in my inventory right now. I know I'm going to need more resin, but this is the bare minimum of resin I need to build the two things that I want on hand to start a new base. I'm going to put that in there. Now, this first thing is going to be a trade platform. With a trade platform, what I can't find on this planet, I can trade for. I'm kind of stuck a little bit here. I've got a drop off and I don't want my base to go down that far. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize the copy tool and expand this land out just a little bit so that even though it's going to drop off some, it won't drop off as much as if I just went ahead and built it where it was before. So give me a second. I'll bring you back as soon as I have this done. Okay, welcome back everybody. So now I have enough room to go ahead and expand this base out. So I'm going to expand this one more time and put 2 more resin. Now, what I want to build here is a vehicle bay. And once again, I'm stuck with that same problem of needing to terraform the land so that I can build a vehicle bay and be able to drive a vehicle away. Now, I'm not going to do the whole thing right now, but what I would end up doing is building a ramp that would bring me up here so that I could drive a vehicle up and down from this area. Now, the reason I want a vehicle bay, it's mobile air. I can bring my air supply with me, and it also gives me more room to transport items. Okay, we have a storm coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and jump back into my habitat real quick. As I was saying, I miscalculated my resin. I should have brought more with me. Fortunately, the first thing I built was a trade platform. And because I did that, I can take the piece of coal that I have and I can trade it for more resin. Now, it is possible to find resin, and on planets other than the one you start on, most of the compound and resin are below ground. But just for the ease, I'll just go ahead and utilize that coal I have and do some trading. This is the basic layout that I would start with. Trade platform, a vehicle bay. Once I have my vehicle bay, I would build the rover. I might build some more solar panels if I'm finding myself short on energy, and then definitely tethers to begin exploring this world. This is everything I wanted to show you today. Stay tuned if you want to see some of the outtakes from the fail video. And thank you for being here tonight. You have a nice day. Bye. Okay, how many people saw that about to happen? Okay,